We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the... Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Slow roller left side. Gonna be a tough play. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Now at the plate, Michael Franco in head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez. He's got one hit in 24 at-bats. Hit down the third baseline. Gonzalez has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake-bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping.
Now a drive by Franco, deep left field, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
And that's the second out. So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Turned on down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Settling in now, Leury Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Rounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Grounded to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. Bases are empty, one man out. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Phillips is there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approach.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
Digging in, Anderson Miller. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Jimenez is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Grounded down the third baseline. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Edwin Encarnacion becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. The 1-1 home. Strike two swinging.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. And here's the switch-hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. 1 ball, no strikes the count. This is on the ground over to first. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate of crooked.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the third baseman, Kelvin Gutierrez. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Brett Phillips will bat next. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here's the pitch. Popped up. Anderson is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping up now, Adalberto Mondesi. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
To the plate now, Michael Franco. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Leury Garcia. And he fouls this one off. Wind up and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Maikel Franco. Into the corner and slicing foul. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Here's Jimenez going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. With Merrifield next to bat. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And up steps Salvador Perez. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia is there, 2 gone. At the plate, Cam Gallagher comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. But a run for. So stepping in, Eloy Jimenez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is.
23, Edwin Encarnacion.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So here's Jose Abreu. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
That evens it up 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hit on the ground to short. Mondesi picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. So striding in, Anderson Miller. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Anderson.
Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
16, Kelvin Gutierrez.
Into the box now, Kelvin Gutierrez. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. You better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Now batting.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And a change is coming up as that's going to be all for Gio Gonzalez. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The first baseman, number 7.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball left side. Anderson picks it up, and he's safe. And that'll make it first and second now on a costly play there.
The batter, number 50, second baseman,
With Merrifield next to hit. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. Throw won't get him.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself.
Hit high and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. And he is in there.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Standing in now, Salvador Perez. He swings and grounds it to short. One there to Encarnacion, who's got it, and that retires the side. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Fastball well outside.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Hit back up the middle. Mondesi scoops it up, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, catcher,
Here comes the first pitch.
Grandal.
Yasmani Grandal comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And there's ball one. Weak grounder back to the mound. In time to first, and there are two away. Digging in, Danny Mendick. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and one strike. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 out, nobody on. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're flat out doing an outstanding job at picking on pitches that they can do something with. And by that, he means pitches inside the strike zone. The numbers definitely back that up as well. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. For comparison, the Major League average is somewhere around 30%. Something they want to keep up as this game progresses, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Pulled toward right center field. Garcia is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Kelvin Gutierrez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. So coming to the plate, Leury Garcia. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Moncada is retired, 2 down now.
Up next for the White Sox.
Stepping in, Tim Anderson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Fouled off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And it's fouled away. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Brett Phillips. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Number 14, Brett Phillips.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
So now to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, Dero, what do you make of all this?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit at third. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder.
In is Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Here's the pitch. Fly ball out to right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. The Royals come up. Into the box, Eloy Jimenez. Drilled on the ground to short. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home.
Ball 2.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
The right fielder.
First offering on its way. Down the first baseline. There is Franco. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Now in the box, Salvador Perez. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. Alex Gordon is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 4, Alex Gordon.
This is pulled into right. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
Now batting, the catcher, Cam Gallagher.
At the plate now, Cam Gallagher. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Anderson Miller. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
The third baseman.
Digging in once again, Kelvin Gutierrez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hunter Dozier will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Kansas City. Number 17. Hunter Dozier.
High and deep to left center field. Going back is the center fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. At the plate, Brett Phillips.
The center fielder, Brett
Popped him up.
Phillips.
Grandal has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Hunter Dozier remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it. One away. Digging in to try it again, Danny Mendick. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. On to first, and there are 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Leury Garcia. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Ready to take his hacks again, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Fielded by Encarnacion, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So next to the plate for the Royals, Maikel Franco. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. So striding forward now, Whit Merrifield. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Line drive to center field. Garcia is there, and how about that? A 3. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Fouled away. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily. Ready once again, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Greg Holland takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Greg Holland.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Tim Anderson is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Called strike, a good pitch down in the zone. Moncada, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Baseman, number 23.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. 2 out with the man at first. The White Sox down to their last strike. Ball 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 10-0, the final shutout score in this one.